Thank you. So I'm Luka, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Eclipse Diagnostics, and our mission is to prevent stroke at home. Next. So we're developing a home test to monitor the risk and prevent stroke at home. Next. So this is the USB-like device that we created. It's very easy to use, it's disposable, one-time use. It's very rapid, so we can get results in 15 minutes, and it's based on our patented technology. Next. So stroke is the second leading cause of death in the world. There are a lot of deaths, a lot of new strokes per year, and a lot of people are permanently disabled because of stroke. Next. So what we did is we have a patented technology for rapid and affordable blood marker testing. What we do is that we are actually able to measure the level of blood biomarkers, and we found a blood biomarker that's associated with increased risk of stroke. It's actually a heart failure biomarker. So what we do is basically we measure the level of the biomarker, and if it's elevated too high, we tell the patients to go to a doctor, get a real checkup, and get proper treatment. So if treated soon enough, you can actually prevent stroke. Next. So the whole test kit is composed of the one-time use disposable test. It looks like a USB, works like a pregnancy test almost. You put it in a Bluetooth enabled reader. You wait 15 minutes, of course, using only a drop of blood, and then you get your results on a mobile app. Next. So how it works, like I mentioned, you take a blood prick, you put it on the device, you put it in a reader, wait 15 minutes, and get your result. So if the value of the biomarker is too high, you get a notification, go to a doctor, get a checkup, and get proper treatment. Next. So you can monitor daily or weekly. Of course, the more you monitor, the better the prediction. And basically, you get everything you need in the app. Next. So the biggest power of our platform, because it is a platform technology, we can do more than just stroke if we modify it. So is the data. So we are gonna gather a lot of data, real biological data, that will enable new insights in the future. Next. So the business model is basically a subscription model. Everyone gets a free reader, a free mobile app, and then based on the subscription model, you get a number of disposable tests each month in your mail, so you can use it and test it. Next. So So we're basically going to acquire our customers primarily through doctors, stroke doctors and stroke rehab centers. That's how we get to those stroke patients. Because our main target are surviving stroke patients who are at a very high risk of getting another stroke. So the second, we will of course do direct marketing, and they will order directly from us. Next. So how big is the opportunity? There are almost 7 million stroke survivors in the US alone, and assuming our model, that's over $9 billion per year. Next. And of course, being a platform technology, we can do more than just stroke. In the future, we're going to tackle other disease, and that's how we have actually a much greater market opportunity. Next. So the company was founded by Professor Robert Marks and myself. So Robert, he's a co-inventor of the technology. He's a key opinion leader in the field. He's got over 20 years experience, a lot of scientific journal papers, a lot of patents, and started a few companies. My background, I was in diagnostics, clinical diagnostics of hemorrhagic fevers, so disease like Ebola, Zika, and all the dangerous stuff. I created a few companies and basically helped raise the initial funding for this project. Next. So the company and the technology actually started in Israel at the Ben Gurion University of the Negev. We then transferred it to Singapore, and now set up a US company in LA to deal with the US market. Next. So supporting the team, we have a great team of advisors, top-notch advisors, basically pioneers in the field that have created or been involved in the biggest companies in the world in the medtech and medical device space. Next. We also have a great supporting business structure of collaborations both in Singapore, Israel, that basically enable us to move forward. Next. So our main timeline for the stroke test kit, we need 2 to 3 years to get FDA approval. We're in a stage where we have a very good working prototype and we need to make it manufacturable. Of course, we're going to do also other disease like veterinary stroke, stress testing, trauma, fertility, and many other. So thank you for your attention and invite your questions now. So the biggest challenge in the future, as with any medical device, is we need to get the manufacturing done properly. What I mean by that, we need to get it very efficient. We need to get the right quality controls in place, the reproducibility, and of course, in the end, get good results from our clinical trial for FDA. Those are the two main things. So, well, the main reason why I decided to get involved in this business, of course, I spent a lot of time in diagnostics. So I was doing both research and routine clinical diagnostics, both in the lab and a lot of it also in the field in low-income countries. So basically what I realized during my own work is that today you have very good tools to do diagnostics in the lab or high-end hospitals. But if you want to do something at home, you're literally limited today to glucose testing, pregnancy testing, and that's basically it. And basically what we wanted to create is something that's very easy to use, affordable for anyone to use, so not only in US but even in low-income countries. In terms of stroke, let's say my motivation is mainly because my grandmother had a stroke, a very bad stroke actually. It took her over half a year to recover from it, but then she got another one and eventually died because of it. So that's my connection for stroke mainly.